So, Jupiter's Legacy is out. It is sort of like Netflix's The Boys or their version of Invincible. And unfortunately, the first impression is really bad. The costumes look ridiculous. I know they're comic book accurate. First, let me just say the comic book is amazing. All right, it's a comic book you should read. It's good, but the series adaptation I think is one of the more poor adaptations recently. It is got a lot of really boring elements to it. Daddy Issues, the superhero series with the daughter character and the son character, just so awful. The daughter is this annoying cokehead, just huge daddy issues. Same thing with the son wanting to live up to the father, and it's just we've seen this stuff done far less annoying and far better in stuff like Invincible and then the other stuff, which is like basically dealing with the superhero's code. Does a superhero's code of honor and not killing actually work in a modern day world? Well, we've seen that done better in The Boys and series like that. So I just think it makes a really poor first impression, especially with the the way the characters look. Everybody looks like they're wearing fake beards, spray painted white, just awful, and all the special effects done in like After Effects, a low budget version of After Effects. They really build up these fights like they're amazing fights. They're not. They try to do a little bit of brutality with some blood and decapitation and stuff like that, but it is pales in comparison to what we've seen in the past. And I think it just kind of draws out its story. In the comic books, it's about 4 pages where you learn where they get their powers. Here, they drag it out through the entire season, going back and forth between 1927, something like that, and current day. And I think that's why the actors had to wear that ridiculous aging makeup for modern day stuff. And the past stuff, aside from Silver Fox, who I find really fascinating, sort of like this universe's Batman. Aside from him, I think the past stuff kind of really sucks. It really slows down the series, makes it kind of boring. And the present day stuff, when it's dealing with the kids, is awful. Now there are good moments to the series, like Hutch. I really like Hutch. He's got like this lightning rod thing that he could teleport anywhere. And at first you think he's like a peon or an underling of higher level bosses, but you realize no, this guy's a fucking badass too. So I like his character. And I don't know, it's just Josh Duhamel looks so ridiculous as the Utopian, and I just don't buy it. I just see like actors wearing makeup and hairspray and hair coloring, and it just rings hollow. And it might just be coming at the wrong time, because we have so much superhero content, so much really good superhero content. WandaVision, The Falcon and Winter Soldier on Disney Plus, Invincible and Amazon, The Boys, and here along comes this series, which tries to adapt a comic book that's also really really good, but it's just doing it in a long drawn out way. It just results in a lot of cringe and a lot of I don't know. It's not as poignant as it seems to think that it is. And it makes some changes from the comic book. Some character deaths happen that don't really happen in the comics, at least towards the end, the big reveal at the end. Um, it's the first 2 episodes make a horrible first impression, at least me. I didn't want to continue, but I kind of forced myself through it. Obviously, I'm really into comics, really into, superhero stuff, being a big Superman fan. Um, and I just kind of wanted to see what the Utopian dude was all about. And after watching it, there's not much here, not much I care about. And I hope season 2 will be better. Maybe season 2 will be better, but as it stands now, I think that if you've got some free time, you could put this on in the background, but it's not something you need to run out and watch, honestly. It's not one of the better ones. So I'm going to give Jupiter's Legacy a 5 out of 10. I think it's average. It does, half of the things right. It's got some interesting elements to it, especially when it really focuses in on whether superheroes should kill and what happens when the supervillains kill the heroes, and the younger team is struggling with why are they allowed to kill us and we can't take revenge and kill them, and maintaining the code. That's where it's at strongest. But where it's at its weakest and most annoying is when it's focusing on the children and when it's focusing on the daddy issues, because all of it is unrealistic stuff. It's like, shut up, nobody cares. Your dad is literally saving the world, right? A lot of this character motivation stuff would be a lot different if it actually played out, which it's trying to do. It's trying to say that what if all this was real? Well, it wouldn't go down like that. It just feels forced at times in order to advance the plot. So I don't know. There's some interesting betrayals towards the end, and where they go with it. I want to see Silver Fox. He was sidelined the whole season. Brandon's character mercifully was sidelined the whole season. The Utopian son, not in it much. There's one member of the 6 people that got their powers. You don't ever really get to see him. I guess they're saving him for season 2. So maybe season 2 will be a little bit better. But this particular season, I thought it was hokey, cringy, scraping the bottom of the barrel. Not a very good adaptation. Gets interesting when you invest 8 hours. When you dump 8 hours into it, you're going to have a little bit of a, sunken cost fallacy where there's definitely some things to defend and you're going to like in it, but ultimately it could have been done better. And it's like, if we get a lot more of these, I think people are going to get sick of superhero content rather than stuff we've been seeing on Disney Plus and Amazon lately. So Netflix, a little bit of a dud here with this one, but maybe it'll get better in season 2. Who knows? So that's my opinion. I know it's probably going to piss off some fans of it because there's fans of everything and there are always crazies out there. But Jupiter's Legacy, not for me. Not that great. All right. That's my review. I'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.